Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We're gonna be making a tray you can carry with 6 compartments out of pallet wood. So guys, let's make this super easy. We're gonna use some hand tools and just get this thing cut down the size. Maybe we'll bring out the brad nailers so we can use a little bit more than glue, or we can use some pin nails. All right, so we'll figure that out when we get up to it. Let's get this thing cracking. So we have multiple size pieces and just put them in the order in which they're about the same size. Got a couple of short pieces. Put these to the side. Probably going to use those as the bottom. These guys are like 5 inches or so. So yeah, we're looking at 5.5 for these two, which will be good for the we'll have a handle cut out, and that'd be where you carry it from. So the next sizes we're looking at are these 3 are about the closest size. So we'll have to check out our measurements to see if we have the walls. The exterior of the box will be these. And then these guys, it's like a 1/4 inch off. So that's really not that big of a deal. We're going for the rough look, but these 4 are about the same size, so maybe we'll use these for the inside cross pieces. Let's take 2 of these and bring them over. We'll get them set up in the vise so we can start cutting them. You know what? I'm gonna take these, I'm gonna throw some tape around them, and then we know they're together. We can cut both at the same time. Let's do that first. Glue tape first. Do one on this end. So we got a crack over here. I don't really want to leave that there. It gets a little better right behind the tape, so I'm going to just cut it here. I'll put them off to the side. Maybe we can use them for the bottom as well. So let's pull this out of the vise. We already cleaned up our one side. Put this back. We're going to use those for our inside pieces. Let's take 2 of our outside pieces over here. And these are like the 4-inch ones. These are like 3. This is 4. This is 5. Those are our missed sizes. So this one has a crack in it over here. Let's take these 2. They're close in size. We're gonna tape these off, cut the end off. Alright, I don't like how much of this piece came off, so we're gonna cut it back even more. Man, I remember how easy it is with power tools. Alright, so let's take this and measure it down to 20 inches. And then we're going to cut that out. We'll have 2 pieces. So we got the tape down. Let's go about 20 inches over here. we will mark this at 13. And down, square down. Let's cut our tape on our 13-inch piece over here, on our 20-inch piece. And right, these are the ones we're going to put together. Let's start with the box first. No glue on the workbench. Piece of plastic. Now we're cheating. So we got our box set. Yeah, we get a little bit of shift out of it. We're going to flip it over. Now we're going to start taking those cut pieces. These are the short ones that I had out before. We're going to find the ones that are roughly about the same thickness. You don't want them to be too far apart. Sometimes with the pallets you'll get a couple of different sizes on the same pallet when you're taking them apart. The whole idea is this rusted, older wood look that you get from pallets. So why not? So right here, these ones roughly all about the same thickness. You can tell if I put this one up over here. See, it's a little off. Take those out. See what we can fit across this bottom. That's a little thick too. So we got these. So I'm basically just sitting here going back and forth which ones are going to be enough to go over distance. I don't like this big one here. Take that out. See if this is the same size. It is. This is why I like having all my pieces laying out, because I can do this. I can separate this corner like that and that. Spacing looks pretty even on the bottom. I'm going to start with this small guy. I'm going to get him on the corner over here. Just a little bit so it's hanging over. We'll put some glue down on this piece. Put this piece down. Put a couple brad nails in it. And then trim this down. And we do something like that. Takes a little time, but looks good. I'm gonna get this one cut and those two cut and nail down the rest of them on the back, and then I'll come get you. So let's measure the inside of this. 18 3/8. This is one of the 5.5 inch pieces. We're gonna have to measure out to the 18 3/8. We're gonna put a couple of marks there. Now let's cut this. Nice tight fit. I'm gonna take this, sand it down just a hair, keep it a nice snug fit. Let's mark our center. So I sanded off the burrs on this side, got out the boom boom stick, figure give it a little love. I'm going to take it down a little more. I don't want to have too much force pushing on the outside. Sanded it down a little more. Now we can get it in there good. Let's add some glue. Added some glue to both sides. Yeah, one more. Good measures, right? Make sure this side didn't shift. I think I just said shied. Too many S's in the same sentence. Wipe the glue down. And we could stand this up. I mean, this thing is solid for what it is. Probably should have put a handle in here first, but figure I want to do something like an oval. Something like that. Make this side a little over here. Thinking, let's drill a hole here, put the saw through, and we'll just cut it. Great little saw. You loosen the handle a little bit. Gives you some distance for the blade. Take it out. Looks rough, but it's smooth. Gotta get a little right there. This is just 150 sandpaper. So the boards that we taped up earlier that we put off to the side, I'm gonna set them up right here. Let's mark these guys. Flip it around. I don't like this part. So we're gonna cut that off and then mark this side and make the other cuts. Let's leave it this way so we know that it was for this side. So cut these two off. Let's untape them. Alright, sand this one down a little bit. Every 6 inches. Gonna offset these ones so we can get in here, get a nail in them. Not much because we're still gonna have them from the bottom and from the side. There's one. Let's get this guy in. For a quick and easy outdoor planter box, I mean, can't beat that. Everything's in there solid. Clean up the little bit of glue lines. So I'm going to be using Varathane weathered wood accelerator. It's basically going to give it a weathered gray look, which is exactly the look we're going for. So let's get to start applying that. So I'm just going to apply this with an old toothbrush. Brush it onto our cuts. You can see it's already starting to work. See, that's an area I didn't do compared to where I put it on. Now you do want to hit this with like 80 grit and then 100 grit before you do this. So sometimes the second way I like to do this is with some gray stain. Classic gray. And you just hit all your cut sides around the handle. I like doing it this way as well because you can blend it in even onto like the sides. Like over here. And you just give it a outdoor look. I still suggest, even if you're doing the stain, to hit it with 80 and then 100 grit, just so it's smooth. You can even hit it with a little water pop first, sand it with 100, but most of the time the gray and also the weathered look from Varathane, both of them suggest you should sand to 100 grit. So guys, 6 square planter box, all cut by hand. Make sure you stage this right when you're showing it outdoor. Put a couple plants in it like this. And in the time it took to make one, I made 3 more. Definitely use power tools. Minimal. Chop saw, something like that. Speeds it up. Time is money. So guys, with all that being said, make sure you give a like, leave a comment, hit subscribe, and I'll see you next time.